Hi guys, welcome. Okay, so my first live is obviously now. I probably won't be on again at 5. Everything kind of got screwed up today with the weather, and we were supposed to go out for a run this morning, but they said it was going to thunder, so we put it off until 1, but then they changed that, and then they say it's going to thunder at 1. I don't know what the hell is going on. So anyway, I might not be back in time for 5 o'clock, so that's why I'm going to just do it now, and then I'll be on again tonight. If I'm home at 5, I'll come back on at 5. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see. Here we go. Seashell wants spirit cards. Lovers, my favorite, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, in good health. 7 of Earth, seeds well planted, temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. The Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. An objective decision making, clearing all the weight that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in the situation. Excellent. Already it's not loading properly, so this better not be the case. AJ, should I do the abundance ritual? Yes, you should. I don't know which one you plan on doing, but there's one with a pineapple. I might have it on my channel. I'm not sure if I did it. I think I did. I think I have it on my channel. And I enjoyed doing it. I thought it was fun. It's nice to do in the summertime. I would do it on the Thursday. You could also do it on the Sunday. But yeah, I would do it. Bobblehead, spells to help me focus in studies. Okay, focus. Get a piece of fluorite. I had one over here. I put it. I'm trying to clean up. I put it over there. Fluorite is relatively cheap. It comes in all sorts of colors. You can get one as a pendant and wear it if you don't want to carry it with you. I've always found that with anxiety, holding it has helped me. Get a piece of fluorite. That'll help you. You don't really have to do a spell for it. I would fluorite in any color, any size, any shape, and just if you get it as a pendant, it'll help. Yeah, they're fluorite. And it's pretty. You can get like rainbow fluorite. It comes in it's like green, blue, purple, and clear. It's really pretty. NXB, general reading. You may be moving into a time where your life is starting to feel a little bit more balanced and you're stepping into your own personal strength. You can have a lot of choices around you, 7 of Cups. And you might have some decisions to make. Ace of Swords, laying down the law, putting yourself first, cutting through bullshit, leads to victory. As far as work is concerned, or money, career, work, you may have a new opportunity coming in. You also may be traveling to water, by water, or around water. Maybe having an adventurous time ahead, and cause for celebration comes in as well. Jordan A. What is going on with my relationship with Cha? Okay, well, you may be moving into a time where finally starting to feel like the effort that you put into it is coming back to you. So things are going to be moving forward in a better way or you should be feeling a little bit better about the situation moving forward. Queen of Swords, you may have to kind of lay down the law a little bit. You may have to, you know, get a little bit bitchy. That's okay. The world here is at your feet, and you're also reconnecting with the two of the Lover's card, which the Lover's card at the end, I'm showing you the world. Lover's card being the final card is like the final outcome of this read. So it kind of gives you a little bit of carte blanche with the Queen of Swords to really express how you feel and like not be afraid of like, oh, did I screw it up? Maybe I shouldn't have said this. Not that you want to tear somebody up, but expressing what you need in the relationship is fine. Sister. We were talking casually. He seemed genuinely happy for me when I said that my business was going well, and I took a day to respond. Responded to him. Now he hasn't responded in 2 days. What is he thinking? Well, what his thoughts are, he wants to keep things light and sporadic, because he feels that if the two of you talk too much, it's going to lead to disaster, and he's trying to avoid that. So he wants to keep things a little bit on the lighter side. He's purposely not answering because he wants to keep a little distance right now. He doesn't want to regret the two, like he's got regret here in reverse. So he doesn't want to regret allowing you two to start speaking again or bringing you back into his life. He's afraid right now. He doesn't want to turn into a shit show, so he's trying to make it sporadic and not every day. So I'm not surprised that he hasn't responded. He may not answer for a couple of days. I would just leave it alone for a little bit. Like, I always feel like if the conversation is going back and forth pretty smooth, and if somebody hasn't responded immediately, that's fine. But like, say for example, the conversation ends on Friday and you said the last thing. If the person doesn't respond, like say within 3 days, I think you could start the conversation over. I wouldn't do it every day. I would give it time. Give him time to answer you. Denise, will I see Dee tomorrow at work? Okay. I don't think so. I'm not getting any aces here, and I have the weight of the world, so I don't think that you're going to see this person tomorrow. Bobblehead, how will my married life be? Will I be happy? Yes, you will be happy. You'll have a good connection. Brianna, general for the rest of the week and next week. Okay. You may see some kind of karma, good karma, come back to you before the end of this week, which is nice. You also may be feeling a little bit more respected. This is usually a work relationship. Doesn't have to be, but it usually is, where you're feeling appreciated, maybe even well compensated. You could be working on or looking into taking a new course, a new area of study, something that you could use to make money with at another point in time. No longer holding yourself back. Money starts to flow in. Before the end of next week, you should be feeling a little bit more like you have the world at your feet and you're calling the shots. Passion comes in, and use your intuition. Use your intuition because it's heightened and you can make good decisions. sister. We were we were talking casually. Wait a second, I did that one, right? What the hell? Where am I? I don't know if they're going out of order or what. But now on my list, I have Pretty Risa. What's the lesson I need to learn from CA? Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords can be anything from standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, cutting through bullshit. So if this is someone who used to lie to you a lot, calling the person out on the carpet when this card shows up. It also could be standing up for yourself and setting boundaries. So if the relationship was one-sided and they were taking advantage of you, the lesson here is relationships are balanced and you both have to do equal in the relationship. That being said, relationships can ebb and flow. Sometimes one person does a little bit more and the other person does a little less. Like even in like with friendships, like I had a friend who was unemployed a lot and we would cover for her. And then at some point she came into a lot of money and she paid for a lot of the vacations that we went on. Like she paid for the plane tickets, she paid for the hotel rooms. So it's like things ebb and flow, that's okay. But overall, when the Ace of Swords shows up, it's like lay down the law, set up boundaries, and stand up for yourself. Sepia, career. Don't hold yourself back. That's the first thing that comes up. Things with your career are going to change quickly, maybe even overnight. You may be thinking about taking a new course or area of study, or this could be through a new job opportunity that you get, but it would be positive. It may also have like a creative nature to it. Your career is moving forward quickly towards success. Just be careful that you're not the one that's holding yourself back. Got a couple of opportunities coming in, I'm going to say before the end of the summer. Business-wise, you might have some choices to make, which is good. You're perseverant, you're not going to give up, and your career is going to continue to grow. And C, will the Sagittarius reach out soon? Relatively soon, 33%. It could take longer than you like, but it's relatively soon. Christy, general reading for June. Sure. Well, it may be a little bit up and down in June, but it's not terrible. It's like letting go of regret and decisions that you maybe made in the past that you kind of feel you made a mistake. Let it all go. It's moving into the past. Can't do anything about it anyway. The sun is here, but it's in reverse, which is like a delay when it comes to happiness, but the happiness is still on its way. Then your life starts to move forward nicely with the Chariot. That could also be taking a road trip. It depends, you know, how that plays out in the month. 10 of Cups is full, so you should be feeling happy and satisfied on all levels, or at least almost on all levels. You may be spending a lot of time with a fire sign that's significant, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Could be a Sagittarius because Temperance is here. That's a Sagittarius card, but it also could be that overall peace, love, serenity, patience is also coming in the month of June. And success comes in. Somebody you haven't heard from in a while may reach out in the month of June and feeling like the world is at your feet. But I feel like the energy of June, there's a lot of stuff happening astrologically, so it may be a little bit like up and down and, you know, like feeling like you have a lot of energy one day and then the next day feeling like I just can't get out of bed kind of a thing. But I think that's for most of us. This whole year has been really nuts. I want to go back to the videos that I did before the turn of the year, where I said that I thought it was going to be a really great year for a lot of us. The year's not over yet. I shouldn't say that, but I feel like going back and telling that person, slapping myself. Red nappy, career. Should I change or be patient? Okay, should I change? I don't think now is the time to change. You know, even we got Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month. It's not a good time to make decisions like that anyway. I would at least give it through the end of the summer before you decide to make a change. You are going to have choices that come in. So, you know, something could be presented to you without you actually having to go look for it at some point. Bobble. Love forecast next 6 months. You could feel like your love life has hit a slowdown. Chariot is in reverse. But put a wish out into the universe because you have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Lay down the law, set up some serious boundaries. You do have some spontaneity coming in, and your intuition is heightened. Success around love can come in with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Once things take off for you, love-wise, things will start to move forward quickly, but we haven't gotten there yet. It's still a little bit slow. You actually may be leaving things behind. So the Six of Swords can be leaving something or someone behind and moving on to greener pastures. So there may be something or someone in your recent past that you finally start to realize, you know what, they weren't so great. I'm ready to move forward and see what else is out there. And you got 2 new people coming in. Sister, is he talking to other girls online or looking at my pics? He's always online. Last week, I've never seen him on this much. He's doing it all. He's talking to other people. He's looking at your stuff. This guy first of all, he's very selfish. But he wants to know what's going on, and he wants to keep his options open. I don't trust him. So, yeah, he's got his hands in everything. And he can go from hot to cold. He could be on like 24/7 for a week, and then he could drop off the face of the earth. A lot of this is game playing. So I would be very careful with this guy. I mean, he's got that one girlfriend, but then he talks to a lot of different people. I believe he leads people on too. Georgia, is RS done? He hasn't reached out to me. He's not done, but he's taking a little bit of a break. He needs a little space right now. I would just give it a little bit of time. Hey, what's going on? Are you crying? What are you crying about? All right, come here. I'll take you out. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he needs a little bit of time. Just give him a little bit of time. And he should be back around. All right, that's better? You didn't want to jump around anymore like that? Sepia, General. Feeling prepared. Moving forward, you're prepared to tackle challenges. You got somebody or something coming in out of the blue. that maybe you haven't heard or seen in quite some time. Page of Swords. Justice card is here, which could be either a Libra enters or you're starting to see some good karma come your way. Maybe taking some time for rest and relaxation alone, and maybe spending some time by yourself, like just chilling out, which I think is really good. I also think it's healthy. May feel like somebody has recently stabbed you in the back, but I don't think that it's as bad as it feels at the moment. The Fool is here, which means you got some fun, carefree, spontaneous times coming in, and you're also 7 of Cups, going to have a lot of choices to make. Before the end of the summer, I think you have a lot of opportunity for change if you want to take it. Patty, is the Virgo done for good? What is he feeling right now? No, but he's another one that needs a little bit of space. He feels like he just needs to take some time to himself, figure out what it is that he wants. I don't know that consciously he knows this, so I don't think that that's why he hasn't said anything. I just think he's kind of retreating because he needs some time, which is fine. You know, sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need a break from something. It's just, it's hard when they don't know that that's what they're doing and they're not communicating that. Anna. What is Stephanie S. the Pisces problem? Is it personal or just the way she is? She's a colleague at work and she's got me angry because of an email. However, my boss supports me. We're having a meeting. It's strange because it actually shows up that she really likes you, the Two of Cups. So, and it's bizarre when you get a hit like that off of someone, where you're like, what is this person's problem? Why is there always trouble? But then meanwhile, it shows that they really like you. Sometimes, especially when you're dealing, when there's a lot of women that have to work together, sometimes, you know, it's just like the way that women are. Like men, when I worked full time, the men that were in the loading dock in the warehouse, like they were always yelling at each other and cursing at each other, but then it was over. It was no big deal. Where women are more like, kind of like gossiping behind people's backs. Like their personalities are just different. Sometimes they don't have the nerve to say it in front of somebody to their face. So with her, it's interesting because it does show that she causes trouble, Tower moments, but Two of Cups would indicate that she does really like you. So, oh, what's the matter, babes? Your boss is definitely on your side, and it's going to be resolved. She's just a pain in the ass, and she's going to be a thorn in your side. Page of Pentacles is in reverse for her. She may... I wouldn't let her get to you. The issue is going to get resolved, and it's going to be in your favor. So, all right, lovey. All right. What do you want? A little food, maybe? You're a little hungry? You got an empty belly? You didn't finish that last bottle. Let's go get your food. Right? Hang on. Eat food. Hey, what happened to Sully? He's on the floor over there. Down here for a second. Hang on. I'll be right with you. I know, you want to crawl so bad. What the hell was that now? Go investigate it, Dylan. Something fell over. That's it? Is that what you needed, Lovey? Is that what you needed, Lovey? Okay. Hold it. Good girl. Miss Ronnie, the Sag was pretty drunk last night, and he said that he loves me. Was that the liquor talking? I don't believe it was the liquor talking, but I think if you were to bring it up to him today, he would say it was. But let's see what the cards say. No, it wasn't the liquor talking. It was the liquor that gave him the nerve to say it, but no, it wasn't the liquor talking. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Red. Will I be relocating in 3 months? What do my guides want to tell me? I feel unclear. Okay, so let's ask first if you're relocating. I don't think that you're relocating. I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. So let's ask the guides. Spirit cards. Do not knock over my water intentionally with your big foot. What's going on there? What? Come over here and lay down. Come on. The Emperor, Archangel Michael. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. The Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. The Ace of Earth. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So you got Archangel Michael here, which is a good thing. And he's talking about leadership. I think that the message here is take control. Be organized and logical, structure and discipline. But I think that down deep, you know what you need to do. You're just a little bit confused on whether or not you should do it. But you know you should. Do you ever have that happen where like you know the answer, but you feel like you need someone to tell it to you? L, spirit messages. Okay. The Six of Air. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. The Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth in the situation. A challenging beginning. Nine of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. L. Does Howard believe I've left New York already? Yeah, I think he does. 70% chance, yes. And the sun is here, which is also positive. Anna, will I get proposed towards the end of this year or next year with marriage not far off from 2021? I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance yes with one ace. And it's the Ace of Swords. Ace of Cups, I would say maybe a little higher, but not with the Ace of Swords. Chloe. All right, I don't see it yet, so let me do Kira. Will Leroy's shoes be delivered by Sunday? This is a tough one. I get a 70% chance, yes, they will be, but Eight of Wands is in reverse, which may indicate a slowdown. So I'm going to go with yes, they will be, and this card is just telling us that everything is slow. I mean, we already know that, but... All right, baby, all right. Aurelia, when will they call me back to work, and if they will? Okay, let's ask first, will they call me back to work? Yeah, I think they will. You only got one ace, but it's the Ace of Cups. But aside from that, the other cards are positive. Four of Wands is positive, and so is the Three of Cups. So I think that they will call you back to work. And let's see when. It could be sometime in July. There's a 7 around it, 7 days, the month of July, or in 7 weeks. The month of July, probably. That's what I'm thinking. June 7th falls on a Sunday. It's possible you hear from somebody on June 7th, the 17th, but I think July. If I had to put money down, I would say July. Chloe, the person that messaged me on Instagram, do I know him? Was it a bad intention as he was masked X? Oh, why are people so bizarre? All right, let's see. Do I know him? No, you don't know him. I don't think his intentions were bad. Nothing here is showing like evil intentions, but there's definitely something strange about it, so I wouldn't respond to him. There's too many creeps on, you know, that do this crap online. You have to be so careful. Yeah, she's talking a lot lately. Oh, I figured it was something different, right? I like to change it up. I actually like the color of this one, like for real life, but I wouldn't do it. It's too hard. Too damaging to the hair. Kira, general for July. Happy home comes up. Four of Wands. Feeling very strong. Intuition is heightened, and you may have some nice money coming in. Choices. There may be choices or decisions that you may have to make moving forward. It could come in all areas of your life. Changing homes, moving homes, work. There may be different opportunities around work too. I don't know if that's going to happen in the month of July though. But you also have some fun, carefree, spontaneous times. The Fool. The month of July should be like a lot of different things, like a month of change. Like change is coming in. Yeah. think once we get through June, things start to get better in July. But I don't want to say that because, you know, then they're talking about these murder hornets or whatever they are now. It's like you got to go out in a suit of armor these days. Meanwhile, it's 100 degrees out. Sister, is he thinking about me sexually? I had 2 questions before this. I answered 2. Were there 2 other ones aside from those? Let me see. Is he thinking about me sexually? He could be, yeah. The judgment card's in reverse, which means timing isn't there, but he's got the Ace of Wands, which is passion, and the Devil. So yeah, he could be thinking about that. What's happening here, lady? What's happening? Like this one? Yeah? Is that it? All right. Sandy, I was a little careless with my ex a couple of weeks ago. Will I get my period tomorrow? I don't think you're going to get it tomorrow. I wouldn't freak out though, because I'm not, the Empress isn't here, so I'm not, I don't think you're going to get it tomorrow. It may be late, but I think we may have to ask the question again. Because the Empress isn't there, but I didn't get any aces. So if the question is, am I going to get it tomorrow? The answer for tomorrow would be no. But who knows? Maybe you get it late tonight. You know, that kind of thing. What is going on? You hungry? You want to eat? What's the matter? Let me go see what he needs. What do you need? You want food? Is that what you need? Oh, that's what fell over, garbage. Right. Well, I saw that it was the garbage that fell over, but it didn't make a big mess. You know, between the two of you guys, yeah, don't laugh. It's not funny. Keep me busy. Kira, general education around 2020. I think you are going to decide to go back to school. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, which would be a new opportunity. Usually it's a business opportunity, but if we're asking about school, it could be a school opportunity as well. 2 of Pentacles, feeling more balanced. 4 of Cups, it may be something that you've been thinking about, and it may be something that's kind of right in front of your face, but you just haven't decided to do it yet. I think that you're prepared, you're ready, and the judgment card, the time is right. I think you will end up going back to school. I mean, you might choose not to do it in 2020, maybe it's next year, but feels like it's happening sooner. I think you've already kind of made your mind up. Kira, what issues may come up between Bianca and I? Overall, it looks like you get along pretty well. And one of you may hold yourselves back a little bit with the Eight of Swords. But the Sun is here, which is happiness. You got a wish, put that out into the universe. I think that the biggest issue that could probably come up would be, the like logistics of everything. Like you don't really know people until you live with them and you spend that kind of time with them. Like sometimes it's really hard to live with, especially like I think to myself because I live alone. God help anyone. The funny thing about it is one of my friends, I mean, her and I were so totally opposite. Like if I was like rainbow colored tie-dyed, she was like black, white, and silver, and that was it. And we used to go on vacation a lot. And if you ever watch there's an old show, my grandfather used to watch it on reruns. I didn't really pay much attention to it, called The Odd Couple. One guy's a real slob and the other guy's a real neat freak. The thing is that the neat freak always thinks that the slob is so annoying, but the neat freak never realizes how annoying they could be to somebody too, because like when I would go away with my friend, she would organize all of my stuff like near the sink. Like it bothered her that I just had stuff like scattered everywhere. It didn't bother me, it bothered her. But when she would line everything up, like I guess for me, I kind of like, I run on intuition, I guess, because I don't have a method to my madness. I just kind of know where everything is, and that's just how I live. And for her, she would line everything up. She had my sneakers or my shoes lined up underneath the table. That's where the TV was. I couldn't find anything. Don't touch my shit. It might look disorganized to you, but I know where everything is. So things like that are going to come up, but that's just how it is when you live with people or when you spend a lot of time together. So that stuff's going to happen. It's not going to be a big deal. I don't think you guys are going to have a lot of big deals. I think you pretty much will get along really well. Wandering 7, welcome. Will there be another girl around him when he returns? I'm not sure what his intentions will be. Okay, let's see. Are you done eating now, lady? There will be somebody else still around him, 70% chance, yes. But your urge to navigate through this with your intuition, High Priestess, sometimes there are people around, but they're not around by choice. Sometimes, and a lot of times I've seen it where women don't want to let go. So they're like calling and texting, and the guy's like, listen, we broke up. And sometimes they even show up and they can be pretty persistent. So I would give him a chance because there may be somebody around, but he may not want that person around. That person just may be around. I don't think his intentions are like to get you into like a three-way love triangle. I don't think those are his intentions at all. Kira, will the moving process go smooth for me? Yeah, it should go pretty smooth. overall, yeah, I think it'll be okay. See, why does this stupid chat doesn't want to continue to load properly? I don't want to miss anybody. 49. All right, if I skip you, do it with purple hearts. Tara, will the referral check in the bank, in the band bank go smoothly? Okay. Oh, watch out, you get a hair. You got a Dylan hair. A Dylan hair. Yes, it will. 70% chance, 2 aces, and then you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Shay, will me and DM start spending more time together? Yeah, over the next couple of weeks, I think you will. Now, see, I hate this thing. KZ, what are Fa's hopes when it comes to me and his fears? He's hoping for success around the situation, but his fear is that it's going to be very slow moving. Susie, I've blocked him on WhatsApp because that's where we usually talk. How will he react when he realizes this? Obviously, if he wants to, he can text me if he really wants to talk, but I think he needed a break. Okay. He's going to feel a little bit burdened, but he's going to think that you're just playing games. And he's going to think that you're going to unblock him. He may reach out to you through text, but I'm not seeing that happen right away. He may make you wait a bit. It may make you wait a little bit. See, he feels like, you know, he's the one that calls the shots. So he may get aggravated. He may be annoyed, but he doesn't think you mean business. He thinks that this is like a game. And he may play by not texting you for a while. I mean, eventually he may give in and text you, but I think he's going to try to get back at you by not reaching out another way. It could go the opposite, where he gets really angry and reaches out, but I'm not seeing that in the cards right now. Jay Allen, how's Grace feeling about me right now? Just make sure I didn't skip anybody. This thing's been acting so weird. Yeah, you're kicking. I don't want you to go over the edge. She thinks that you are attractive. She's got a lot of respect for you. She's got feelings for you. She thinks you're successful. She thinks you have a lot of potential. that you're spiritually connected. Things can move forward quickly. She thinks that you're attractive, comes up again, and serene and peaceful and pleasant to be around. Red Nappy, should I take a loan out for a home to speed up? Should I take a loan out for a home to speed up? I don't know what you mean. Like, you want to take out a loan to buy a home, but without a home, like, just so that you have the money in the bank kind of a thing. Let's see. Mm, 70% chance yes. You know, this is such a really bizarre time right now because the interest rates are really dropping. So now would be the time to do it. But I don't know what's going on with how fast they're giving loans out. I actually called my mortgage company today because they gave us 3 months before you had to, you know, like three months where you didn't have to make a payment. But my bank, my brother's bank, tacked it on to the end of the mortgage. My bank wants the payment at the end of the 3 months. So I would be due June 15th. But when you call, the message says that they could work something out. So I don't know how strict they are with that. I'm going to pay it because I just want to pay it. Anyway, I asked the guy, I'm like, interest rates are dropping, can I refinance? And he told me that once I get caught up and I've paid it, that I should call back because the interest rates are going down. So if you could get the loan now and lock in on that now, I would suggest doing it if you can. Yeah. I mean, the cards are positive too, but I don't think we're ever going to see interest rates this low again. Bianca, my mentor is humiliating me. I'm tired of this project and I want to be free. I'll search for new things in my area. Will I get out of this? Okay, let's see. You definitely will. You got 3 aces. You know, it really pisses me off that my mentor is humiliating me. A mentor is supposed to do the exact opposite. What the hell? You see, it's shit like this that's going on, like in this world, that I don't think people are going to be able to get away with. The way things are starting to change energetically, I don't think people are going to get away with this stuff. Because this is bullshit. You go to a mentor because you need someone to look up to that can help you. If we're not helping bring people up, right, then we're being pulled down. And then that's not a mentor. So that shit really pisses me off. Get me pissed. Bobblehead. Akasha's thoughts regarding reconciliation with me. I think he would be open to it because the first card here is Temperance, which is pretty positive. It may not happen as fast as you want it to, but I think he would be open to it. Love for the next 6 months. Your love life can move forward quickly with the Chariot. Be careful that you don't get caught in a three-way, a third-party situation with the 3 of Cups in reverse. You got success around love, but just be careful that you know what you're getting into, because 3 of Cups is like a third party is around. Either you're the third party or he's got a third party, which, it's fine if you're okay with that, but if you're not okay with it, don't get involved with it without knowing. Hey, what's going on, lady? that interesting? Yeah. Kayla, when will I get pregnant? There's a possibility of timing-wise between February of next year through the spring. But, you know, you could avoid it if you want, or you could take advantage of that time if you want. So keep that in mind. Anjali, what's coming in for me this month? You might have an opportunity when it comes to work or school, or it could actually be both. It could be going to school or taking a course through work to propel your career forward. You also have some fun, carefree, spontaneous times. And it looks like you're standing up for yourself this month. Setting boundaries, laying down the law, cutting through any bullshit. Somebody out of the blue who you haven't seen or spoken to in some time may reach out to you. You also have a wish, put that out into the universe. And it may seem like your life is starting to move forward quickly. A lot of things start to take place this month. Or the seeds that have been planted are starting to grow. Well, it may not all come into fruition this month, but it's starting. Christy, is Avery okay mentally? I feel she tries to act like she's brave and act like she feels great. I worry about her. Did you get the results back? Is she okay mentally? Okay, let's see. Okay, for the most part, yes, she is okay mentally. She's got 2 aces, 70% chance. But there are moments where she feels like a total disaster. I think that's normal, but for the most part, she's on the better side of things than she is the worse. I'm curious to see if they found out what it is. Oh, baby. What's the matter? What's the matter, Trouble Up? You want more food? Huh? Want more food? Yeah? Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah. You need to finish that? Okay, you got it? Get your hand on it? TD, how did the Aries feel about our conversation today? Oh my goodness. My goodness. You got it? Or you don't want it? I don't know about you. You're a little indecisive. Yeah, a little indecisive. Oh, you want to do it yourself, okay. I'm glad you got to talk to him. He felt good about it. Success around it. Spontaneity and success. That's very positive. Good. Good for you. Susie, I feel like he never cared. That's why I need time. No, it's not that he never cared. He did care. It's unfortunate that sometimes people behave like this, because what's coming across is that, and he may not even realize that he does this. He's very selfish. He does what he wants when he wants. And he felt like, or what comes across is that he didn't feel like he had to do a lot of work because you would do it and that you would also take him back. Very selfish. It's bizarre how people, like in their own heads, justify their behavior. And it's not because he didn't care, but you could care about somebody. There's so many fucked up stories that I hear. Like a guy that's like cheating on his wife for like ever, right? And then she knows that she's being cheated on, but for one reason or another doesn't want to leave. The woman dies, and then the husband is like so distraught that she died, and like can't get over it, and is like, and meanwhile it's like, and you know how many times I've heard that story? Like, you cheated on this woman for your entire married life, but now you're the one that's the grieving and can't get over it, and now you're in some kind of a slump. It's hard to imagine because it doesn't make sense. But that's, sometimes shit just doesn't make sense. CC, what will happen? When will communication from M happen? It may be sometime early fall. Ace of Spades, early fall. CC. What's the relationship, by the way, with S and M? Will it be a threat, or will M cheat when he returns with her, or will he be faithful? See, this relationship right now, there's too much doubt around it. If he's already with somebody else and he's going to return to you and she's still around, if you're focused on that other person, that relationship is going to manifest, because what we give energy to grows. So if this person, like, nobody can be a threat to you unless you believe that they're a threat. And then if they're a threat to you, they're a threat. So if you think that she's threatening your relationship with him, she is. If you think that he wants to be with her, he will be. This is what's going to happen, because, and it's not like mind over matter. It's the way energy works. It's nobody wants somebody who feels that, well, is he looking at her? Is he looking at her? Does he want her? Does he want her? That energy repels people. Like, you'll hear it all the time where people are like, there's nothing sexier than confidence. That's the truth. So if you're focused on, what about this one? What about that one? How about this? What does he think of her? Was he looking at her? This, that, next thing. The energy of it, he may not know. You might not be telling him, but the energy that you're putting out there is very unattractive. Now, somebody who doesn't care for him so much, who just thinks that he's whatever, he's going to be more attracted to that person because their energy is much lighter. So right away, I can tell you that this relationship is in trouble because you're focused on other people. You have to focus on you and not on him. If your focus is on him and who he's attracted to, then that, or what their relationship is, or what is a threat. If something is a threat, then that, yes, it's going to be a threat, because that's how you're viewing it, which means that's the energy you're putting out. I hope I'm making myself clear, because this same question comes up constantly from different people. It's like people are always putting it, well, what does he think of her? And what does he think of her? And what about this? And he's looking at that picture. All of that energy is really repulsive. It pushes people away. People get attracted by, and look at it in your life. You're attracted to the person that doesn't always answer you back, that sometimes leaves you waiting, that there's an air of mystery around. Even in friendships, it's like that. If you look at it, if you look at like the popular girl in high school, these are things that she did. And she didn't sit around and stress over one particular person. And if she did, it was that person that she couldn't get. It would be that everyone else would want her except for that particular person. And it has to do with the way energy works. So be very careful, because this right now is going to destroy the relationship. What will happen is he'll come back, you guys will get started, and the other girl will come back and take him away. Or you'll know she's around, and it's going to become a love triangle, because your focus is on her, or whoever these two people are, him or her, whatever it is, and not on you. When you feel threatened by something, and there's jealousy, envy, any of those threatened feelings, she's going to get in my way kind of a thing, she will. Definitely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So be very careful with your thoughts. Bianca, I'm going to see or have a date with Camilla in June. Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, you will. Kira, how will interactions with Thomas's girlfriend Allie go while I'm living there and she comes to visit Thomas? It should be okay. I mean, you could always have a moment with somebody. That's possible. But 3 of Pentacles, that's pretty good that you're grounded and you're secure and that she's not much of a... You might not even see her all that much. April, I know the Aries works a lot, and he did say the end of our date, let's meet again soon. Maybe he was just being polite, but he hasn't messaged me since Sunday. Okay, let's see. No, you're going to hear from him. He's got intentions. Yeah, you'll hear from him. Kira, what can I expect for the next 7 days? Oh, yeah? Got a lot to say, huh? I see. I see. The next 7 days, you might hear from somebody who you haven't spoken to in some time. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe. Things could change quickly for you, too. Something may change, and your intuition should be heightened. Yes, baby. Shay, love reading for me in the Libra this month. Okay. You're going to have choices. You're the one with the choices, 7 of Cups. And you may be undecided about what you want to do. The relationship may get stable, and you may feel like things are on the right track, and then there may be a fire sign that comes in around you that may threaten this Libra a little bit. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You got the love cup full around the Libra, but there's still somebody else around you, and you're not holding yourself back these days, so you're going to have some opportunities. Yeah? Yeah? Huh? Yeah? Vocalizing over there? You're still waiting on the results. You see, like, everything is at a standstill. Everything is at a standstill. It's, like, unbelievable. Jesus. He left me. Does Srinivas still think about me and his thoughts about me? Okay. He does still think of you, and there's success around this relationship. He could come back. Now, I don't like to say that, you know, I don't want to keep you like waiting by the window for him to show up, but there is a possibility of him returning at some point. And then you may get a chance to, if you want to, rekindle the relationship. Oh, that gum tastes good, baby? Phantom, general reading. You may be having some sharp words with somebody, which is fine. You got good karma on your side. You also might have a new business opportunity coming in. There's a cause for celebration around a slow-moving earth sign in you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may be feeling like there's a big change in your life and things change quickly overnight that leads you to, takes you to a place where you're feeling like, I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. I'm finally where I want to be. That kind of thing. Good times are coming in. Like, I don't mean like good, like partying times. Like, I mean like where you're feeling like everything is just moving kind of smooth. Yes, baby. This stupid thing isn't loading. Yeah, I know. It's dumb. It is dumb, I know it. Susie, will he miss me and regret the way that he treated me? Oh, he'll miss you, yeah. I don't know about the regret thing, because he seems to be very arrogant and thinks that he's always right. So I don't know that he's going to think that he did anything wrong. Serena, why did KL tell me about his wishes of buying a house and jokingly tell me about how much he makes? You are a silly girl, I gotta tell you that. It comes across a little bit as if he's bragging, like he's trying to be impressive. It shows here that he actually really feels like he's got a long road ahead of him. And he feels like things are like slow moving. 8 of Wands in reverse is like things haven't changed that much for him. So it's coming across more of like he's bragging to you, but he's not actually really there yet. 3 of Cups is celebration. I don't think that he's not lying, like these are his intentions and this is what he wants, but I don't know if he's trying to make it sound, and I'm not 100% sure that he makes as much money as he says. People tend to have a bizarre, relationship with money. And a lot of people think that money equates to success. So he's kind of bragging. He wants to be impressive. You know, it's not that that's a really bad thing, because it's not, especially to aspire to be more than you are now. But the danger of that is somebody who's always trying to impress other people are never going to live up to their expectations, but they're always going to try to. So they're always going to be behind the 8 ball. So this to me is something that I would be a little cautious of, because let's just say, for example, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but let's just say you marry him, right? And you're living in this house. He may be the kind of person that bites off more than he can chew loan-wise to impress other people. And that's dangerous, you know? Like there was a time everybody wanted like big houses, and a lot of people in the neighborhood I grew up in, I run through that neighborhood sometimes. It amazes me that everybody's expanded their house. Why? Now your kids are grown, they've moved out. Now why do you want to pay extra taxes and have more rooms to clean? Why did we do that? And I'm thinking that people did it way back when they were taking out those mortgages that left a lot of people upside down. So to me, it's like, at this point, like I would rather downsize and have less, you know, but have more liquid money. I'm getting totally off conversation, but I think it's important only because that kind of personality, it's never enough. Like they could never make enough money. They can never be showy enough. They cannot impress you enough. So just something to think about. Patty, is the Virgo coming back? Yeah, Virgo will be back. Kirsty, is there a message coming from a woman executive? Okay, let's see. Yeah, there could be. If that's your wish, you could get it. Star card. Stephanie, how is T feeling about me currently? Stressed out. He's also a little bit afraid. He's got a lot of fear around this situation. Lightning, love message. Got a wish coming in around love, and it could be with a creative person, maybe a Pisces, but it's definitely somebody that's creative. If you're not with anyone right now, this person may be perseverant. They may bring in happiness with them, and you may be feeling like you got happiness with all 10 cups being full. Also, you will have choices around love. Feeling much more balanced. There's also a very passionate earth sign around you. Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Oh, Zara, yeah, you can close the donations because I got to be out of here by 3 o'clock. AG, the goat, welcome. How does the Sagittarius feel about my reply to her message Wednesday? Messages from Spirit, sure. Okay, these are the three that wanted to stick together. All right, you've got Archangel Michael around you, the world, a job well done, contentment, gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. The King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, and practical, successful time. Confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. You've got the Midas touch. The Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. I think that it was positive, very positive, especially with the world and Archangel Michael. Kira, Leroy, and I for the rest of June. Spontaneity comes in. You may be doing a lot of fun things on a whim. Perseverance. It looks like the rest of June is going to be good. There may even be the feeling of all 10 cups being full. Happiness on all levels. Are you licking my leg there? Oh, I know you're teething. I know you are. Let me answer this question because it's been days and I haven't gotten to it. For Am, let me ask about my friend, what she truly thinks of me. I'm wondering if she's genuine. She's really nice to me. Okay, let's see. Is she genuine? Yeah, she's coming up genuine. Yeah, 70% chance that she is genuine. And then Eight of Pentacles, like she's working hard on the relationship. The only thing with somebody like this, that I learned this myself the hard way, which I was fine with. It wasn't that big of a deal. Sometimes somebody can be a really, really great friend to you because they need a friend at that moment. But when they don't need you anymore, they may not be so, they may not be around. And that's okay. That's life. But right now, yeah, I do think that she's pretty genuine. Aaliyah R2. I've manifested to hear from my ex. When will he reach out? Within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, by the end of the spring. So I'm thinking before June 21st. Jasmine's instinct. Could you tell me what my ex-boyfriend's intentions are? Okay. Well, you know what? He's a little all over the place. So first it's like happy home is in reverse. So it's like he's not committing or he's not taking things a step further. But then he feels like he wants a new beginning. And then there's a whole lot of passion around the situation. He's not exactly sure. It's going to be your decision whether or not you guys wind up going back together. 10 of Cups is here and it's in reverse, which when it's in reverse, there's a delay around happiness. It doesn't mean that the happiness can't come. It just means it may be delayed. So you and him may go back and forth, and it might, it may be a little bit of a roller coaster over the next couple of months because he's not entirely sure. He's not happy without you, but he's not so sure that he wants to go back in either 100%. And I don't think that there's going to be a middle ground for the two of you. So you might have to kind of take it day by day and play it by ear with this guy for right now. And he cares about you, that's for sure. He's just a little bit, unsure of what exactly he wants in the future. Susie, will he try to come back or get in touch? . 33% chance, yes, he will. Nicole, general for this month for love. Welcome. General for this month for love. Hey, are you biting me? Don't bite me. With your one little tooth. Okay, when it comes to love, you may have a new romantic interest enter, and you could have a new opportunity. If you've been feeling anxiety around love, somebody new is coming in, and there's bringing with them perseverance, spontaneity. They may be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may choose to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you, and feeling like that relationship wasn't that great or that situation wasn't so good, and moving on to better things. I don't know if you're with anyone right now. If you are, your current relationship could be moving forward, but the energy of it is still like leaving things in the past that didn't work. So even in a current relationship, like let's just say, for example, you guys used to go out and party a lot. Like that may not have served you guys well. So you may leave that in the past and move forward. It's still coming off like a moment or a time of transformation and growth in a current relationship or in a new one that's entering. And it is hard to lock into exactly a month, so it may spill over into July. Stephanie, how is V feeling about me currently? Well, she's upset, but she's got here the Six of Swords, which means she's ready to give up and let it go, because she doesn't think that she's going to get anywhere. She feels a little bit like she wasn't given the benefit of the doubt, and she's accused of something that she didn't do, and she's kind of like, well, I mean, I've done all I can do now, so I'm going to throw my hands up and walk away. Shay, does DM still communicate with his ex he just recently broke up with, and if he does, is it serious? There is communication between the two of them. but I don't know how serious that is. It may just be that they're both kind of holding on because that's what people tend to do. I don't know that it's really going to amount to too much. Elizabeth, can you tell me about my boyfriend's intentions? He doesn't have any serious plans right now. He's prepared to be in a relationship. He's committed. He thinks that things are going along well. Like he's got the wish card in reverse. So he's not really putting anything new out there, but he's enjoying what he has and he's focused on the relationship. Like things are going well. There's like not too much, you know, he's in it. He's doing his part. He doesn't really have any intentions for what's to come. He's just taking it day by day right now. And it's working. It's good. Adriana, something I should know. You got happiness coming in. And you also have a life-changing event happening. I'm going to say probably before the end of this year. Phantom, what's going on with A at the moment? She's a Capricorn, okay. Feeling a little like she's stuck in the mud. Like she can't get any grounding. Like she's spinning her tires in mud. That's how she feels. She may also be feeling a little bit weighed down by the weight of the world. She's got the 10 of Wands here. Mildly heartbroken, 3 of Swords in reverse, where she's getting over a heartbreak. She's kind of feeling right now like her life is like kind of boring, like things are boring or not transforming or not moving forward fast enough for her. SS, what does B think about me? His recent thoughts, okay. Lady, let's see. What does B think of me? His recent thoughts. He thinks that you're well balanced, peaceful, kind, compassionate, down to earth. He thinks that you're have a good work ethic, or that you're successful around your job or work. He sometimes has a little anxiety around you. I don't know why that is, but that's what it shows. It also shows that he thinks that you're very happy. He has a lot of respect for you. 6 of Pentacles. I think he thinks pleasant thoughts of you. The Sun. The Sun is happiness. She's a happy person, easy to be around, pleasant. How'd I do? Did I make it through the super chats? They're all done. Okay, great. General love reading for Mel. I'll have more time tonight when I come back on tonight. At 9:30. Maybe I can get to some of the people that I missed. Well, first card you have here is leaving something in the past that no longer works for you. Heading towards the happy home. The Empress and the Sun, you've got happiness around the Empress, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility, children if you want them. There may be hard work coming in from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, that could almost change your life overnight. You're going to be feeling a little bit well balanced. If that water sign isn't for you, you also have an air sign coming in. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. You're going to be calling the shots, which is a good thing. And I think that that happens when people start laying down the law and setting up boundaries. They start to call the shots. When you don't put up with shit anymore, now you start to pick and choose who and what you want in your life, and that's a good thing. Love reading for Zara. Out of the blue, you should hear from someone you didn't think that you would hear from. Somebody from your past is coming back. You may have a Pisces around you too. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're feeling much more respected. You may not feel like you have the whole enchilada, but you may feel like things are starting to move forward and things are on their way. You have opportunities around love over the whole summer. Use your intuition. You have a fire sign here too, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You're going to have a lot of options coming in, which is a good thing. All right, Brandy, I just need your question. Oh, spiritual growth update. Okay. You are evolving. Continue to work with. Oh my God, I had this happened today. Like, use your intuition. So, and I think that you're on a path. It looks like you're much more balanced and you're trusting your intuition much more, which is a good thing. So things like this are going to happen. I'm going through YouTube, right? And it's like this. You know how you get all these things that come up? And I saw a woman, and it started to play. You know how it starts to play, but you can't hear it? And I'm looking at this woman, and I'm like, I hear a British accent. And I'm like, oh, I hear a British accent. Let me see. Her name was something Mustard. I can't remember what her first name was. But I clicked on it, and her accent was a little bit, like, sometimes I can't really tell if it's British or Australian. Sometimes I can confuse them. I usually can kind of tell by the way they pronounce some words, but this woman was kind of like on the fence for me. So I went to her Instagram page, and she was from London, and I was like, damn, I knew it. I just looked at her face, and I'm like, she's from London, or she's from England, is what I thought. Stuff like that's going to start to happen if it hasn't already. Pay attention to it when those things pop up. I just saw, I'll get to it. And then the more that things like that happen to you, the more that you're going to trust that they're going to happen to you and that they're legit and that there's really messages coming in. Kiki, is the Jacob gonna hang out with me soon? All right, let's see. Yes, 70% chance, yeah, you'll be hanging out soon. All right, I'm gonna go now. I will be back on. If something happens and I'm home at 5, I'll be back at 5, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just come back at 9:30. I'll see you guys at 9:30. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon.